Ready, start. These special petitions raise the question as to whether the doctors practicing allopathy and indigenous medicine like Ayurveda, homeopathy, Unani, etc. can be treated equally for the purpose of determining service conditions, herein specifically retirement age. There were interim orders by the Administrative Tribunal and the High Court by virtue of which the Ayush doctors were also continued in service. When the matters were pending, Ayush came out with a communication that the doctors under it will also be enabled superannuation at 65 years with effect from 27/9/2017 as approved by the Union Cabinet. This court found that the Ayush doctors and the doctors under the CHS cannot be classified in different categories since, though practicing different forms of medicine, indigenous system, and allopathy, they render the very same service to the patients, and any classification would be unreasonable and discriminatory. The issue with respect to different pay scales for doctors holding MBBS degree and its higher qualifications as distinguishable from doctors having a degree in indigenous systems came up for consideration in the state of Gujarat and others versus Dr. P. A. Bhatt and others. The decision in Dr. Ram Naresh Sharma was distinguished on three grounds. One, that it was based on a decision of the Union Cabinet permitting those doctors under Ayush also the higher retirement age, which direction came when the matters were pending before the court. It was also held that the question of age of retirement stands on a different footing from the service conditions relating to pay and allowances and revision thereof. Then it was emphasized that the fundamental distinction with respect to equal work for equal pay and as to whether the two categories of employees can be considered to be performing equal work or not was not dealt with in Dr. Ramnaresh Sharma. Dr. P. A. Bhatt held, relying on a number of decisions, that the classification based on educational qualification was not violative of Articles 14 and 16 of the Constitution of India. On the question of whether the allopathy doctors and the Ayush doctors carry out similar work entitling them to equal pay, the issue was found in the negative. It was found that allopathy doctors are required to perform emergency treatment and provide trauma care and assist in complicated surgeries, none of which can be performed by doctors having a degree in indigenous systems. While holding that every alternative system of medicine has its own place of pride in history, the practitioners of indigenous system of medicine do not in the present times perform the complicated functions of a doctor having MBBS. The learned judges also observed that the footfalls in government hospitals manned by MBBS doctors are far more than that in an institution administering treatment under the indigenous systems of medicine. We are quite conscious of the fact that Dr. Ram Naresh Sharma was distinguished in Dr. P. A. Bhatt. Still, there is an area of ambiguity insofar as service conditions, especially of retirement age and the pay packages.